Hello, Hogziller here again, and in today's video I'm just going to do a quick informal guide of tips and tricks on completing Drone City for Tropico 6. This mission is a part of the Caribbean Skies DLC add-on and is not part of the base game. So I might be pausing a lot in this video as this is one of my speed runs and there's a lot of stuff that happens in quick succession. So in this video here I'm showing you the hard difficulty of how to complete Drone City, where you use drones to complete the majority of deliveries. And one thing I want to just back up actually right off of the gate here is to um, mention this main quest that comes up initially. They want you to issue a bunch of edicts and build a bunch of apartments and do a bunch of other stuff, and normally you don't see this in the base game. This is it's kind of like a redirect. It's kind of to throw you off. I think it's really to stop people that like to pause the game and try and do the main quest right out of the gate, and it makes you waste your time. And really, if you keep going here, it'll actually give you your real main quest in about a minute. But first, I'm going to actually build my nickel and aluminum automated mines. And then I'm going to build my research lab and then start importing. I'm going to import aluminum and nickel, or aluminum and batteries. Because in a speed run, I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible. Else, I could just wait on the mines to send it to the battery factory, and then the battery factory to the drone factory. But in a speed run, I want to shorten up those steps. So, also what I'm doing is I'm setting my edicts, which are going to be being sure to do employee, then do the drone factory, nuclear testing to get 100,000, which we may or may not use later, state loans, and then penal colony. So now you can see the misnomer just happened. They said get rid of that. Instead, build a battery plant, build a drone factory, and then build 1,000 regular logistical drones. So I'm actually going to start in a speed run with the drone factory because I'm importing that stuff. And I'm going to wait on the battery factory until I see that there's enough stuff in the drone factory that they're building stuff. I'm going to max out the budgets on a bunch of stuff because I want these drones to be always picking up stuff and bringing it to the dock or its manufacturing location. So, what I'm doing at this point, okay, I see that I'm manufacturing drones. I can go ahead and build my battery factory, max that out. Now I'm just waiting for the edict on the drone factory to get complete, so then I can build all types, because you're going to need passenger drones coming up for later during this scenario. So now I have the 1,000. I'm going to actually go and do the food delivery. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, at this point, we want to do the delivery drones that move stuff logistically. Now here, it only wanted you to build 3, and then you set up routes off of those 3. What I did is I quick built 3 and then built an additional 7. Sometimes I'll do an additional 8 or 9. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Because eventually you're going to need at least 10. So I'm just going to build them right away. So what I'm doing here is I'm maxing out the budget. And now you could see here, you could set up the 3 routes on each drone delivery service. And what it'll do is the drones will go from the drone factory once they're built to this drone delivery service, and then it'll go and complete that route you set. So for example here, I'm going to do nickel to, I'm going to do my automated mine of nickel to the battery plant. So it'll just keep going back and forth between there until it needs charging. And I forgot how long. They don't last too long, but then they need to get charged, and then they're back in play. That's why I maxed out the budget on this, because the budget size determines how long it takes to charge. For the other nickel, I will, you see I'm doing all the routes. I'm trying to hit the heavy profitable ones first. I'm doing the ones around drones first, and then I'm going to do the ones that are going to make money. You're actually going to see me do cigars here in a second, but all these pop-ups are annoying me. So we're just getting the aluminum to the battery in the drone factory, and then we're going to send any excess drones to the dock. Now I'm taking tobacco and getting tobacco to the cigar factory to the dock. We're going to do this for all the different kinds of businesses. You're going to be asked for what export route do you want? So we're going to go with the cigars for the USA and get more money on that. Then we're going to set up our fast food delivery drones. But first, I want to set up all drone types. This means that logistical drones just need batteries, aluminum to build, while passenger drones are going to need cloth and aluminum and batteries to build. And then there's surveillance drones, which do not apply to this mission, but they require electronics additionally to build those. But we're going to go ahead and get into building our fast food drones, our home delivery drones. So I'm going to build 3 of them. That's probably the best number to cover this map. And what happens is, using the Teamsters, they will actually deliver food to the drone to home delivery, and then these blimps will cover a certain circle area that you'll set, and they will deliver food, and you'll get money for that. So you want to try and avoid overlapping whenever possible. But I'm going to kind of just quickly put it, I'm trying to cover the best area possible. And then this third one here, I'm going to build up on top of the hill for the delivery area. And I'm trying to get to actually 250 meals to complete this. In the meantime, I'm going to start setting up logistical drones 4 through 10. And I'm trying to focus on cotton so we can get that stuff to the drone factory. Try and get the remaining cotton or cloth to the apparel. Start getting corn to the factories, get the factory ranches to go to the cannery, get the fish, get the fish to the cannery, and then the cannery to the dock, but then get your factory ranches to whatever that building is below it there. Once you get that complete, you can see I'm actually adding the taxi drones. You're going to need a minimum of 1, but you're going to need 3 later, so just build all 3. And what I'm doing here is these will transport citizens within their area, their circle area, and that's where the passenger drones come in. And what I found is it's really hard to get people to work at these places because you don't have enough college people on the island. So I highly recommend hiring out workers for these positions, because the passenger drones won't go there until you have workers there. So I built one for sure in the center of town so that we can pull those people in and get quickly up to 20 citizens transported. And then we're back to, that's it, it's the creamery, where they have the factory ranch to the creamery, and then you want to get the cheese to the dock. So I'm just trying to set up all these routes. You should really have no issue getting to 10 routes. You should be focusing on all the hydroponic plantations. If for some reason you do have anything left, you want to make sure that you're doing like oil wells to the dock. Here I'm getting sugar to the rum factory to the dock. Then I, at some point, should be doing gold. I'm doing it right here. Gold to the jewelry, jewelry to the dock. So that we can bring in money. So now, I'm trying to see, did I get through everything here? Yes. One thing that's going to happen here is meteor showers. They're big pain in the butt, which is why you just want to complete this scenario as quickly as possible to minimize the number of meteor showers that impact your island. Because they'll hit random things, and for some reason they always seem to hit a power plant or some other key building, and when they hit, they completely destroy the plant. What I'm trying to look for here is coffee or pineapple to the cannery, and sometimes I'll do coffee. So now, we're actually into the final mission here. I'm just going to actually back that up a little bit and go over what the final mission is. So now, here you need to have the 10 delivery drones, like I mentioned, 3 taxis, like I mentioned. Actually, only 2 home delivery, but it's actually easier to have 3 to meet that meal requirement before. Have at least 300,000 in the treasury, which is why we did nuclear testing, because if we're at 200,000 and we have completed the last item, which is deliver resources via drones, complete 20,000 units of delivery with drones. You can do nuclear testing real quick and complete this mission. And the nuclear testing won't really impact you and your citizens on the island. So now it's basically a waiting game. You can see right there, I got impacted by the solar plant. And my stadium got hit. That's a big hit, 21,000 when I'm trying to get the 300,000 in my treasury. So I'm just going to leave that one alone. I could have probably just maxed out the budgets on the solar plant and been fine. Adding the upgrades, I believe. But I'm just going around checking to see if there's anything else that got hit. I don't see anything. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start watching this deliver resources from drones, because once I get that and I'm close on the 300,000, I'll do nuclear testing and I will have completed this mission. It should be just actually a couple more seconds here. As you can see, all the drones are flying around. I wait until I'm like at 19,500 on delivery, and I go, boom, I hit nuclear testing. I have all the money, and everything is complete. So I'm just waiting. Okay, I'm going to be at 19,500. Hit the nuclear testing. And and there you go. I have completed each of the final missions. There'll be another screen after this. It says run. There'll be a cutscene video where you get blasted to the past for the next scenario, which we don't need to cover here. But that is actually my informal presentation of tips and tricks on completing Drone City for the Caribbean Skies DLC for Tropico 6. If you like these kind of videos, press that like button. If you want to share your tips and tricks, leave a comment below, and please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.